Even if I were to react, it won't change anything, it won't make people suddenly love and respect me, it won't even change their minds, sometimes it's just better to let things be. One way you know there's something uniquely beautiful about a person, is when in time it shows how it grows, from his or her struggles and uses the lessons from their experiences to spread wisdom. It doesn't matter what you've done or how far you fell, be the example that shows others that they can overcome that mountain too. Life isn't meant to be easy, it's meant to be lived. Sometimes it can be good, other times it may be rough, but it always comes with the ups and downs. I won't let pain turn my heart into something ugly, I will show you that surviving can make you strong. I don't fight for closure or ask for explanations, my loyalty kept me in some situations that common sense should have taken me out of, but I don't chase or look for the answers for nothing, and I don't expect people to understand where I've been. When I have nothing left, I'm learning that life is better lived when I don't center it on what's happening around me. I'm on a quest to be the best, I seek to be the mystery, forgive me, no, not ever, remember me forever. I'll center it on what's happening now, instead of working on myself and my inner peace. Deep down I know exactly what I'm capable of. Why do you think I let you all spread those rumors about me? It's whatever. The truth is, I was born to make a difference and forced to make decisions, knowing a voice that would start a war. I explored the consequences, like everything that followed after. In every dream, every goal, I'm going to chase it faster. My intentions will always be pure, I have no desire to be a bad person. Strength is what I gain from the madness is what I have survived through. Just because I carry it all so well when I have nothing, it doesn't mean it's not heavy. Love is providing a safe place for loss and pain to heal and for hope and joy to grow. Most of my stress comes from the way you respond, not the way life is. Adjust your attitude, change how you see things. Look for the good in all situations. Take the lesson and find new opportunities to grow. Let all the extra stress, worrying and overthinking go, and then it happens. When it happens, your life is inactive, world satisfaction will play with your mind, got you thinking get ahead but you're falling behind. Yo DMX said, Lord, send me a sign, read a little revelation, that's what you're going to find. See in every line, I presented to you with facts, in every rhyme I designed it to impact you, to go inside of your mind, rewind, go back to a place or a time. Nothing's slowing me down, I was a slave to the trade and I gave it my best every day, I never asked for a cent in return, it was all passion and pride. Sooner or later the fans generated with a love for the words and the craft I created. I was an addict to the feedback from it, I remember my place and still I stand. Even though they pissed me off and kicked me down, I know it's all because they think I got a wicked sound. Y'all hate me cause I'm doing it young, y'all hate me cause I ruin your fun, I'll ruin your buzz and do it all under the sun. What a son of a gun, who does he think he is? What do you think he gets, to think that he can bash us like that? I don't really like that shit. So what? This is to everybody hating on me when I go, hold up for a second, there's something I got to know. One day you wake up and you're in this place, where everything feels right, your heart is calm. Your soul is light, your thoughts are positive, your vision is clear, you're at peace with where you've been, at peace with what you've been through, and at peace with where you're headed. I guess the real fact of the matter is, I don't know what tomorrow will bring, and the only thing I really have right now is time. By the time you hear this I will have already spiraled up, I would never do nothing to let you fuck my world up. If I was you, I would duck, or get struck like lightning. Fighters keep fighting, put your lighters up, point them skyward. Had a dream I was king, I woke up, still king. This rap game's nipple is mine for the milking, till nobody else even feels me, till it kills me. I swear to God I'll be the illest in this music, there is or there ever will be. Disagree. Feel free, but from now on I'm refusing to ever give up. Only thing I ever gave up's using no more excuses. Excuse me if my head is too big for this building, and pardon me if I'm a cocky prick, but you cocks are slick, popping shit on how you flipped your life around. Crock of shit, who you dicks trying to kid, flip it, you did the same if you stay the same. Keep in mind, hurting people often hurt other people as a result of their own pain. If somebody is rude and inconsiderate, you can almost be certain that they have some unresolved issues inside. They have some major problems, anger, resentment, or some heartache they are trying to cope with or overcome. The last thing they need is for you to make matters worse by responding angrily. No matter how many times you get knocked down, keep getting back up. God sees your determination, and when you do everything you can do, that's when God will step in and do what you can't do. Quit questioning God and start trusting Him. Man, you got to listen to me, I'm going to dedicate my life for you. Maybe tomorrow you'll see it my way, there'll be no sorrow, only the brighter days. Just listen to the words, it's my life I guess, in my own words this is my story, can't nobody tell it for me. Now let's go back, follow me as I take you back to a place I once called home, this nifty little place I once called home, sweet home. I was looking out my bedroom window while up late one night when I had looked up to see this big bright flash across the night sky like a shooting star. I always wanted to have that dream, so I started writing songs, I started writing stories, it was just something about it. It just always seemed this was for me. Only the ones I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old and my story got told before the morning sun. When life was lonely, I only see my goals. I don't believe in failure. I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. Most importantly, I'll do it for the kids that want to dream. That's because I got faith that I'll make it. I pray my fate, I await it. I just hope I see another day. If you catch me, maybe I won't fall. I'll pray the pain away. Save it for a rainy day. If you catch me, maybe I won't fall. Faith, fate, I hope I make it. I made a wish and said a prayer before going to sleep. I remember as I was walking in this field, I had looked up to see this spaceship slowly starting to hover over everything for as far as I could see. I quickly turned around and ran through this chain link fence when I had woken up from out of fright, to go run to my father to tell him about this dream that I had. Once I was 7 years old and my story got told. I stayed up that night writing this letter to try and warn myself about the future. Okay, so now check it out. I know that my life makes you want to run away, but there's no place to go. All the confusion, it's such an illusion, like my life is a movie and you got no place to run and hide. No matter how hard I try, there's going to be some stuff you're going to see that's going to make it hard to smile in the future. Through whatever you see, through all the rain and the pain, you got to keep your sense of humor. You got to be able to smile through all of this. So this one is for you and me, living out our dreams. I used to be the type of kid that would always think the sky is falling. Why am I so differently wired? Am I a Martian? What kind of twisted experiment am I involved in? I don't belong in this world. That's why I'm scoffing at authority, defiant often, flying off at the handle with my mom. No dad, I'm non-compliant at home. At school I'm just shy and awkward. I don't need no goddamn psychologist trying to diagnose why I have all these underlying problems. Thinking he can try and solve them, I'm outside chalking up drawings on the sidewalk and in the front drive talking to myself. Either that or inside hiding often, in the corner somewhere quiet, trying not to be noticed. I'm crying and sobbing. I had a bad day at school, I ain't talking. Some cocksucker shoved me into a fucking locker cause he said that I eyeballed him. Maybe you'd be a little nicer, if it was you with the scars, that never fade, that were eating you alive. Maybe you'd be a little nicer. I've seen the victim turn guilty, become the bully, because his self-esteem was filthy, but two wrongs never make a right. I know it's cliche, but it's true, so take advice. This is a vicious cycle, you oughta blame. If you've ever seen it happen but you turned away and shame caused too many people witness the evil and they do nothing about it but sit around looking peaceful, that was a chance to be somebody new. Report a bully if you know one, if he bothers you, cause if you don't, the hate is free, so pick another. Who are you to let yourself or somebody close to you suffer? This ain't the way that it's supposed to be. I wish that we would have politically ended the shit this year and maybe you all could have clicked and got you some features. That's water under the bridge. I'm washing my sins in it till my conscience is clear. Bacardi in hand, never thought the party would end. 1 minute you're saying shit, then your audience splits. You can already sense the climate is starting to shift to these kids. You no longer exist. Went from raining cats and dogs in this bitch to tiny drops full of drips, and by the time your reign is over, you'll hardly be missed. You start thinking of all the artists you gift, all the carnage you left. Is this the kind of karma you get for turning your fucking back on busy, conniva and swift? A Freudian slip subconsciously. I honestly wished I ain't feel so much guilt and y'all didn't harbor resentment. It's hard to pretend that y'all ain't got none of this. Wish I had words. I guess they're just for this still. My point is I just can't say how sorry I am. This is not how I planned for our story to end. I love all of you, man. I just can't be the guy everybody depends on for entire careers. That's not even fair. I will always be here, but that spark isn't there, and I don't know how to recapture that time and that air. I've tried harkening back to I'm fighting for air. I'm barely charting myself. Feels like I'm under the sink. I'm going to wash away my sins. I'm going to rinse away this dirt. I forgot to make amends to all the friends I may have hurt. I better stop and say my grace. From that I pray that I don't fall. On the way back down I may end up running back into them all. I never meant to use you all as my stepping stones, and though I ain't left no one behind, we've been down every road, done all we possibly can. I know we kept up our hopes, but the longer we spend living this lie that we live, the less is left for closure. So let's let this go. It's not goodbye to our friendship. This time for me it isn't over. It's obvious that they don't understand me. The doctor said to increase the complication, I would be lucky to see past my teenage years. I told him in this letter, say what you say.